This is the first Make It challenge that Premier Foods have sponsored, and we're delighted to be working with them as the UK's largest food producer. The young people today have been asked to create a new cake or dessert product linked to either the Queen's Diamond Jubilee or the Olympic and Paralympic Games. As well as that, we've asked them to create a delicate object transporter system to help reduce waste in Premier Foods factories by safely transporting eggs. So far, the young people seem to be really enjoying the day, and they're coming up with some great ideas. So far, so good.
Our cake's basically a traditional flag, like you see at street parties. It's a triangular cake, and there'll be about half a dozen in a box, and it'll be sort of coloured blue, white and red based on the Union Jack, and it's just very traditional and British. There'll be Victoria sponge cake, which are also very traditional British, and this is all based on the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, which instead of the Olympics is very close to home, and whereas the Olympics it's just all things coming in around the world, and we just thought that'd be easier.
For the Make It Manufacturing campaign for Premier Foods is really, really important for us. We believe it's really important for the whole of UK manufacturing. I think we see the same issues in terms of lack of careers coming through, our skills coming through from the schools. So inspiring the youngsters of today into attracting them into roles in manufacturing is one of our key ambitions and one of the key things that we are looking at in the marketplace. I think in terms of the energy, the enthusiasm we are seeing from the kids today, and also how articulate some of them are, how advanced they are in terms of some of the thought processes around marketing, brand planning and all that sort of stuff is fantastic. And one of our key ambitions from today is one that we actually want to leave today with a real product that we can take to market. And we're hoping that we can inspire some of these kids to come along and look at roles in engineering, look at roles in manufacturing, so that our future's sustainable and our future's bright.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity for our students, food technology, to put what they've learnt in the lesson into a real life situation, having to work together as a team, and obviously having to nominate the sales director, the production manager, the managing director, all the roles that are important in a food technology environment. So a fantastic opportunity to work as a team, to create something a little bit unusual and something that they are very proud of, something that is British, and something that hopefully will be sold for many years later.
I manage the Ambrosia and the Kipling factories, and this is a fantastic day to interact with the schools in our community, and particularly the pupils who could eventually be employees of ours, and enthuse them about manufacturing and the merits of getting employment in that. But also they become our consumers over time. So Michelle will tell you about how that's a benefit to us.
So I work in marketing at Premier Foods and I look after cake. So I'm pleased to see we've got loads of Mr Kipling cake fans in the room today. What a fantastic day it is to get involved in this for Premier Foods. Really, hopefully the kids have had a little insight into what it's like working for a food company and all the different career prospects that they could have by working for a food manufacturer. And really I hope that some of the ideas today are brilliant and we get to see some on the supermarket shelves.
I've learned about manufacturing is that it's really good for Britain's economy. It's a lot better paid than what people give it for granted. It's worth doing and it's good for Britain's economy. It gives you a chance to travel the world and get a lot of money for it, and it's not as dirty as what people think. And I've had lots of money today.